Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Soul Shift. I'm Dani, your host, and I'm so happy that you are here. Today, we are going to talk about a topic that hits close home for me and for many. However, before we get started, I wanted to bring some attention to something that has happened in my hometown, my home state, rather, which is the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember the exact day now, but the bridge did collapse. And while most people, they were able to stop traffic for several cars to not be on the bridge during the collapse, there were 6 or 7 construction workers on the bridge that unfortunately did fall into the water. And a few of them have been found, but they were deceased. And they have now said that they expect that they all will be deceased. Um, which is terrible. It is incredibly sad. And I just ask that while we're going through all of our things throughout the day, throughout the rest of the week, the holiday, the season, the holiday on Sunday, Easter, if you celebrate, I hope that you keep them in your thoughts and in your prayers and in your mind, and just be present with your family and enjoy all the moments with your family, because you never know when that's going to be the last time you see them. They went out to work and they didn't come home. So now let's get into the episode. Thank you for letting me do that, and let's get started. Today we are talking about body image, and most and more importantly, body image after pregnancy and beginning motherhood. Refinding yourself, having self-love, and all of those things, all those tough things that it's hard to talk about and it's hard to admit about how after you have a baby, how much your body really does change and you might not recognize it. If that is something that you're interested in or you just want to hear my little piece on it, please keep on listening. So, becoming a mom is already such a transformative experience, physically and emotionally. For me, before I got pregnant and had a baby, I was a dancer. I had danced in company all my life. And I got into kickboxing in 2016, 2017, around the time of my wedding. I got married in 2017. And I felt strong. I loved kickboxing so much. I felt so strong. I felt powerful. And I truly enjoyed what I was doing. And I enjoyed working out. I'm someone who always loved it. And I got pregnant. I got pregnant, and I had hyperemesis gravidarum, which is severe morning sickness. It comes with a ton of other complications and issues. But because of that, working out, which was my plan during pregnancy, that just didn't happen. I didn't have the energy. I didn't have the time. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't even drink water and keep it down, let alone do a full, workout, cardio while I'm pregnant. Then I had a C-section, and just all of that combined really made me feel like I lost part of myself. And when I looked at myself after pregnancy, it was a moment. Okay. And if you want more details on my pregnancy, that whole experience, check out episode 1. I go into more detail about that. But I truly couldn't recognize myself in the mirror. I struggled to accept the changes with my body. And even though I knew I wouldn't look exactly like myself, there wasn't anything that made me believe I couldn't get back to that I couldn't just go back to my workout routine and get back to the way that I had always been. And it was a struggle. I did feel like I would never be confident again. I had a C-section. Now, thank God that my scar is not bad. I had the dissolvable stitches and I don't have like a huge scar, but I did get stretch marks on my tummy. I'm 5'2". At the time I got pregnant, I think I weighed 140, 150, and I gained a ton of weight just from my baby and all the things. And to be 5'2" and have a small frame and be pregnant, there's not a lot of space. So stretching and all of that happened. I also have scoliosis. There was a lot going on. So my body just looked crazy. And I just felt like I was never going to be able to fix it. So I just started accepting it. I just decided I'm going to ignore it. I have my baby. I love her. She's healthy. Thank God. My husband is here. He's not complaining. He's all right. So it's going to be fine. I pretended that everything was fine. And that was that. And that's honestly what I did. I did that for quite a while until I started seeing pictures of myself, and I was like, what the heck? Like, what is going on? I mean, I typically I work at home, and if I'm not at home, I'm at a football game. So I'm not usually in super like structured form fitting clothes. If I have to do like a marketing meeting, I will dress it up, but nothing too crazy to where I was shopping and it was like, dang girl, your clothes don't fit. This is pretty much it. Like I'm in crew necks and leggings and comfy things all the time. But I start seeing pictures of myself. I had a 31st birthday party. I decided to have a sneaker ball, and I was struggling to find a dress that flattered me. And it was my day. Y'all, I paid thousands of dollars for this party. I really was excited about it. I hadn't really had a party where I spent money on myself ever since I started making money. I just never had done one. So I said, this is it. Spent a ton of money on the party, hired this fancy photographer, and I hated every single picture with me in it. I didn't really like my dress. Like I said, I couldn't find a dress that flattered me. There were tons of dresses out there that looked like birthday girl sneaker ball dress that I would love. This didn't look good on me. And pretty much right after that, I knew I had to make a change. I had to start making changes, and I started with my diet. Thankfully, I work in the professional sports industry and I'm in marketing. And one of the players who has been like a brother to me has been so great. Started training my husband about 2 years ago. So they've been training together for a while. They do all their workout plans together, meal plans. Whenever he can get together and work out, they do that. And I mean, they text constantly about goals and whatnot, all that stuff, And I was kind of like, that's great for you. But when I tell you my husband's body has totally transformed in this time, just being dedicated, being committed, I reached out to my friend. I reached out to my friend Nick, and I just said, you think you can help me with one of those? Can you make me a meal plan? I just want to get a grip on my diet. Like, let's just start there. I wanted the shred down, trend down, get back to me meal plan. And he did. He gave me meal ideas. He gave me macros. He gave me smoothie recipes. He gave me all of the things, all the tools, except for doing it for me. Um, and that was awesome. If you're like me though, you need to see it somewhere. I used LifeSum. This is just a little side note for anyone that wants to hop on and is feeling motivated to try some things. LifeSum, Life SUM is my favorite. I know you probably heard of MyFitnessPal. Definitely check out LifeSum. It is for a girl like me who I care about the macros. I do care about the calories, but I don't have the time to care that much. And I'm also not motivated by that. I don't want to have to, do all of the measurements and the weights and everything because that's not sustainable. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. And I travel a lot. I travel a ton. I don't bring a food scale with me every time I'm on a plane. It's just not realistic. With LifeSum, it really allows you to scan something, put it in your app, and it'll show you how it fits into your day. It really teaches you how to make a quick decision without having to analyze too much. If you scan a candy bar, it literally will go red, sad face, and show you why. There's a ton of sugar, there's this much protein. Like it just gives you visuals. Make a choice. Do you want to eat this or do you not? This is how it's going to affect you today. And I love that. That was helpful. Now, once I started being steady on my meals and I had this rhythm going, I knew I had to put movement to this, right? You can't just eat right. It is a huge part of it, but you gotta get up to. And this was the tough part. Not because I don't like working out, because like I said, I loved it and I still do. I really enjoy working out. But my core is so shot, you guys. My core strength is non-existent. After baby, I lost all of that. I don't know if it was just giving birth or it was a C-section, but I couldn't even suck in my belly. I couldn't even take a deep breath in. It just It was not there. There was no core strength. And I didn't do anything to fix that for a long time. My baby is going to be 5 in June. She's going to be 5. I didn't do anything about it. I said, forget it. This is me now. And now that I'm trying to fix it, it has been hard and it has been painful. It really hurt. Those dead muscles, just trying to start them and reactivate them was really hard. I never wanted to work out because it hurt. And it was, honestly, to me, it was demotivating. I'm someone who could do 30 minutes of cycling. I would do 30 minutes of cycling as my warm up and then go do 45 to 50 minutes of kickboxing. And then if I still had some energy left, I would go do 15, 20 minutes of core on the mats. And now here I am doing 20 minutes of a basic cardio exercise, and I feel like I'm dying. I'm out of breath. I hurt. I can barely walk. I'm sore the next day. And I was pissed. I was pissed because what did I let happen to myself? What have I been doing to my body that I can't even get up and do this? All of that to say, I am just starting to reclaim myself. And like I told you, my baby is going to be 5 in just a couple of months. She's going to be 5 years old. But I have gone back to ballet in bar classes. I'm hitting the weights with my trainer. And I'm surrounded by incredible women who share similar stories and have similar bodies to me. And that has been huge. My ballet instructor, I relate to her because, of course, she's a dancer like me. And she knows what it feels like to miss being a dancer because I don't really dance anymore other than helping my daughter around with little things she's learning. I don't dance anymore, so she knows what that's like. She knows my strengths as a former dancer, what my body should be able to tap back into. And she's also a mom. She had a baby and she got her body back after baby. My strength trainer is a curvy, beautiful, beautiful lady who has a small waist and large hips like me. And she also had a baby, and I relate to her and I'm motivated by her because I see myself in her, in both of them. I see myself in them, and I know that it's possible to do what I have avoided doing for 5 years. They've shown me that it's possible to regain strength. They've shown me that it's possible to start with where you are and to build and to get back to where you were, if not better than before. And I love that. And I definitely recommend that. We'll get more into that as we go, but I definitely recommend having a community around you that you can relate to and that you can see yourself in them. It is one of the biggest things I've learned in this journey and learned from them is that you don't have to reach this idealized version of yourself. You need to take who you are right now, imperfections and all, stretch marks, no core, and build on that. Set goals from there. I was setting goals on 2017 Dani, who was out here kickboxing for an hour. Set goals on new Dani now who has a mom, who travels, who has a toddler running around, who doesn't have as much time, who works at home with her toddler a lot of the time. Set goals based on that. Find little successes and keep going. And that has been massive for me and my motivation. Now, what I know you guys are probably waiting for are the specifics, things that I'm actually doing to physically get back into shape. If you follow me on Instagram, I can post some of my progress pics, so far of the last few months of what I've been doing and to see how things have changed. I don't know. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see me. My face has already started slimming down. You can't really see because I'm wearing like I said, I'm wearing a baggy crew neck because this is how I dress all the time, comfy, cozy. But things are started rapidly changing. My body tapped right back in to what it was used to doing. And it's not easy, but these are some of the things that have helped me as a working, busy mother. Number one was finding workouts that I actually enjoy and that fit into my schedule. I do not like to run. I didn't want to run when I was the top peak fitness. I don't want to run now. I'm not getting on anyone's treadmill and running for 30 minutes. I'm not running for 10 minutes. I'm not running for 5 minutes. I don't want to run and I'm not going to do it. There are so many alternatives to workouts that you just don't like. Forcing yourself to do things that you really don't like is not going to make you continue to go back. So I don't do it. I'm not running. I don't get on the treadmill at all. Not going to. You can find a quick home workout that you enjoy, that's already going to be progress. Because if you haven't been doing anything and you start doing these workouts every day or at least every weekday, things are going to change, things are going to shift. You can even walk. You have a baby. Put that baby in a stroller and take a walk. Go to a trail. Walk around your neighborhood. Those steps add up. Do it. Just do it. Do whatever works for you and for your schedule. A few ladies that I like for home workouts. There's Yami Mufti with the Fit Club. She does a lot of strength exercises. She's a certified trainer. She's really awesome. She's just really nice, wonderful lady, and she's great with her community. Very engaging. You can talk to her whenever. Check her out. She has Instagram, YouTube, all the things, but her app is called Fit Club. It might be Fit Club with Yami Mufti. I'm not sure. I'll try to link it somewhere. But look up that. And then, of course, Grow with Jo. I'm sure you've heard of her on YouTube. She has a massive following there. Grow with Jo. Tons of workouts. And hers are actually surrounded around mom bodies. She was a mom who kind of lost her way. Well, she is a mom who lost her fitness journey and she got it back. She had a second baby, and you're able to see how she is coming back from that. Very relatable. Highly recommend both of those ladies for any mom who's looking for someone that they can see themselves in. Something else I'm doing is focusing on nourishing my body with healthy foods that give me energy rather than calorie counting. I mentioned this a bit when I talked about LifeSum. I am not weighing food. I am not like intensely counting calories. I do have a range that I'm trying to be in for certain things, but I'm just really making a decision to just eat better. I am not eating fried foods. I don't want to eat processed foods. I'm trying to eat home meals, whole things. Not to say I won't ever have a treat or something at the house, but I'm not, you know, doing what I was doing before. And those shifts in my body have already been such a big difference. I'm someone who likes wine. I am not going to get rid of wine. That is just a non negotiable for me. I'm going to drink wine, and I had to figure out what am I going to do to compensate for this. That is what I mean by finding things that give you energy, nourish your body, that you can do, things that are doable. Me saying I'm never going to drink wine again is not the answer. Ooh. Goodness, friends, my husband just called me. Put my phone do not disturb real quick. There we go. Up next, which sounds cliche, you've probably heard a ton of people say it, but it really is true. Don't compare yourself to others. There are people who are going to have a baby, never look like they had a baby. They're going to give birth to that baby and go right back to normal. Some people will give birth to that baby and be even smaller than they were before. And you know what? I know people like that who are not happy with their bodies, who wish they could be curvier. You can't ever look at someone's journey and think that they have it all and compare yourself to that, because we're all different. We all have access to different things. Some people don't have the finances to go out to a med spa and get all the things. Some people don't have the access to a gym to work out the way that others would. Everyone's journey is different. You have to have blinders on and focus on you and only you and your wins. Taking progress pics has been huge for me with this, has been huge. Looking to see from day one to whatever day I'm on now, I think I'm like a month or two in, just to see the progress and to see my husband say, wow, babe, like I really can see it. My clothes are fitting differently. My face looks different. Those are my wins. I could look at someone else on Instagram and in a month or 2 months, they've, done something even crazier, but I can't. I have to just focus on me. And that has kept me motivated to see that in my journey, I'm making progress. The next thing I also mentioned before was surrounding yourself with positive influences, supportive friends, online communities. Um, do not have people around you that tell you you were okay the way you were. You were okay the way you were. You're great. You're lovable. You're wonderful no matter what. But that wasn't healthy, and that's not the way that you want to be. Don't let anyone tell you different. If you want to better yourself, you surround yourself with people who are going to encourage you to better yourself. If I tell you I want to lose weight, if I tell you I want to work out, if I tell you I want to change my diet, support me on that. You don't have to agree. Support me. Or don't say anything at all. Do not be around those people that say, you don't need to diet. You're fine. You look great. It's your life, it's your body. You do what you need to do for you. Surround yourself with people who are going to motivate you. Something else that I found has been helpful is, like I said, fitness friends that look like you, that you see yourself in, who have reached where you want to reach or who are headed in that direction. I tend to go towards moms or dancers. And above everything else, and this is a big deal, please know that if you are in this new mom body, you are such a warrior. Pregnancy and delivery is no joke. It is no joke. If your body can survive all of that, carrying that baby, going through labor with that baby, then delivering that baby, then having to sustain that baby's life, bring it home, feed it all throughout the night. If you're breastfeeding, oh my goodness, a whole other level of intense. If you can do all of that, if your body can do all of that, please know, please know that you can surely get up and get back to healthy. There is absolutely nothing that you can't do as a mother if you can do all of those things. Please think about that. Think about that. Remember what it was like to go through that. And think about how many people could never do what you do. There are some people who will never, ever understand what it feels like to go through what you did. And you did it and you made it. You are so strong. You are the strongest. And if you're not a mom who gave birth and you're an adoptive mom, you're a guardian, that takes strength too. Raising these kids takes another level of strength. You can do it. If you can do that, you can surely do this. So to all of you incredible women out there who may be struggling with body image or self-doubt, please know you're not alone, but keep showing up, keep embracing your journey, not someone else's, and keep loving yourself fiercely no matter what. The most awesome thing about you is your confidence, and please continue to wear it well. Thank you for tuning in to Soul Shift. And until next time, stay strong, stay resilient, and keep embracing the shifts. Bye.